pretty sure everyone's here.
Yeet.
So,
I hear Pokemon. Who is it?
It's actually a OC remix legend.
It's like, it's not me. Because AGDQ.
Sorry, Leah.
Oh, what?
Oh boy.
I just dropped one of my ear.
Attack
So now I have Deathlight Corwin.
oh no. So, if I remember where we last left off, you guys went into a crypt, searched around, and then allegedly left without taking anything. But got the necromancer really angry for seemingly no reason.
Yep.
I mean, if someone would have just left the room.
She was gonna notice it anyway, but
If someone was just. Yeah, there's this time frame here.
Is that what you're going with?
There was a time frame.
And after that, Austriel, Tally, and took off to the boat. Well, the rest were left with Jamie, and I believe heading towards the adventure.
I'm not sure where they were heading. I think they assumed that would be where we would meet up at. I think it was Alexander headed towards at least.
And yeah. And back at the ship, Took was bandaging up Tally while Austriel, I believe, started working on Frederick too.
Yep. It will look very similar.
In the workshop, right?
Yes. Of course, in the workshop.
The air quote. So you got guys having to work around you. Don't interrupt that flow. I paid them good money.
By the way, I found a rules clarification as far as my character's magic missile goes. I'm only supposed to roll one die plus one, and it's the same damage for each hit. I just figured that out earlier. That's why magic missile only rolls one die no matter how many levels.
Oh.
So for future reference,
I've never
it's the same damage to every creature. Yep.
What?
No, seriously, what?
Say again?
Roll?
Magic missile. Let's say it's like level 1, it's like 3 bolts. It's 1d4 plus 1. And say you roll a 4 damage total, it's that much damage for each missile. It's not 1d4 for one missile, 1d4. It's not 1d4 plus 1 for the first missile, 1d4 for the second missile. You get the same damage for each missile.
Yeah, who said this?
Apparently
Jeremy
it's in the
Crawford.
rulebooks. Apparently it's in the rulebook somewhere. Jeremy Crawford, I read, was the one that said it.
I see the tweet. Rules is what it. You roll 1 damage die. Rules as intended. It doesn't matter. You choose.
I mean, I don't know what how the air is gonna roll, but my table, we're gonna have fun. You throw those fucking caltrops.
Yep.
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
That is very interesting. I had no idea about that.
The only reason I bring it up at like what we're starting to play is because I've been using Magic Missile a lot, as you've noticed, and I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that. Yeah, I've been doing it wrong.
RAI or no, you haven't been doing it wrong.
Yeah.
So rules as intended or rules as written, Leah?
I mean, I like throwing a whole bunch of dice when I'm at a table. It makes me happy inside.
So you're officially not doing it wrong, Alex. You can continue doing it the way you were.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
Because again, caltrops of all the dice, throwing a whole bunch of them is a lot of fun.
It really is.
And I mean, that's half the reason Fireball's so fun.
It really is.
I think Fireball's the same rule, though, ain't it? It's 1 damage for all of them.
No.
Well, it's 1 damage, but it's still 8d6.
Yeah, it's a bunch of dice.
Oh, right, gotcha. By the way, can you fire a caltrop with a sling?
Y-
Yes.
Possible?
Yes?
Yeah.
That seems like it'd do
Yes,
more
you
than
you
1d4
definitely
damage.
can do that.
So the party of what Gar, Graves, Alexander, and
Mm-hmm.
the rest of your group has taken. You're left with Jamie, who is kind of just chatting away. And you failed your mission apparently because you didn't get the crystal. What's your plan?
I would ask our sponsor this. So, how does this go? Considering that we, from what we know, our employer very well might be having us do something illegal for them.
We've already asked this question a few times. I believe the answer Leah gave was our sponsor is like, you're doing a mission for the guild. He's kind of like abstaining in a way from it being legal or illegal in all manner speaking. He's kind of given the
Yeah.
okay already.
Yes, but as Ulrich, that does not stand. It's like I don't feel comfortable if we're not going to be doing this by the law.
Oh, you should probably pick your jobs carefully then, huh?
Well, this was not my decision. I was outvoted.
That's fair.
I wanted to go kill werewolves.
Killing werewolves is pretty fun.
As long as you don't get bit. I can attest to that by personal experience out of character.
Yeah.
Well, I personally have more things to take care of at the Adventure Guild.
Yes,
I don't know where your friends took off to, but
yeah, they're probably settling their wounds.
On the boat?
Probably. Would it be any problem to switch contracts at this point, or
Well,
are
you
we
have
kind of
to-
locked into this right now?
you would need to cancel your current contract and pay back the money. That way
pay
it
back?
would be reposted. Yeah, you were given money up front.
Oh yes, I was not in charge of that. That was whatever Token Tally's pseudonyms are, because I believe they are
Pilar
working under
and
pseudonyms.
Layla?
Yes, that is their prerogative. I should probably go ask them.
Well, if any of you guys want to come with me, that's totally up to you. Like I said, I just need to check up on my own group and I guess just kind of hang out with people.
Oh, you've heard back from your group.
Well, I contacted them earlier this morning.
That's good to know.
Indeed.
Hey, Leah, what time of day is it?
It's about mid-afternoon, late afternoon. You guys weren't down there for very long.
So Ulrich will make his way to the ship then.
Alrighty.
Well, if that's where Ulrich's heading, I'll follow after him. If that's where the group is, I guess I'll go with them.
Yeah,
So-
the other thing I know is to go to the boat and see what's happening. If they are not at the boat, then we can go hang out. Do waiting at the boat things.
So we make our way back to the boat. What is happening with Token Tally and those back at the boat?
Good question. People back at the boat, what's going on with you guys?
Starting to put together Frederick too.
I just want to say a little thing to Austral. So,
I'm in the workshop.
so I go there. Austral, was it?
Yes.
I don't find myself in this position often, but thank you for
Not a problem.
yeah.
Those of us from the other side got to look out for each other. No one else will.
Is Austral the other flamehead? I forget what they're called.
Yes, Genasi.
Genasi, that's it.
He's a flamehead, yeah. I hope Kalar wasn't too upset with how close you were holding me.
If he was, he has not said anything to me.
She gives a wink.
Just a smile. I'm being good, Doug.
So we make it back.
Yep.
All right.
It's about 30 minutes past this little conversation, but you make it back.
Okay. I would probably go to Malayla's room, considering that every time I've seen one, I've seen the other, and those two seem to be in charge. And I would knock on the door. It's like, hello?
I definitely hate answering, but okay.
Hello? Hmm.
Shoe shiner?
My
What do
name
you
is
want?
Ulrich, but yes.
It's okay. What do you want?
Wondering, what is currently the plan, considering that we may or we will probably not be going back there, and thus our mission, our quest is a bit null and void. Uh,
Can't you take another one?
well, yes, but we need to cancel our this mission. I asked this question, and we have to reimburse the money that we got from our employer. The lady who said she would hire mercenaries to come kill us if we could not get her job done. So there's mild concern there.
Right, you can't take another job?
Yeah, from what I understand, we asked. I'm not remembering his name right now.
Jamie.
Jamie, and he said to take another job, we would need to cancel our current job.
Well, I'll get right on that. And
Mm-hmm.
bye-bye.
Always an enlightening conversation. I walk away. In Ulrich's head, she's very seclusive. I should work on that.
Does anyone else want to do anything here on the boat?
Everybody seems okay.
It is worth noting
Sure.
you do not see
I heard you do not see
Took.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go looking for Kalar, see if I can find him on the ship.
All right.
Yeah, ask him if he needs band-aids.
Well, I'll tell you right now, as you look around the ship, digging over everybody, he's nowhere. He does not seem to be on the ship.
Strange.
Concerning. We saw him leave, right?
You specifically saw him go with Astral and Tally.
He might be with Astral. Has anyone seen him?
I get the feeling when Kilar doesn't want to be found, and when he disappears, you're probably not going to find him.
You can definitely hear hammering on metal coming from the workshop on the ship.
Well, do we still have our forward payment for this job?
If I remember right, Took has it. Yep.
Yeah, you go ask him.
Well, we cannot find him, which is the problem. This is awkward.
I start to climb up the crow's nest. The best vantage point.
From the crow's nest, you do not see him.
He is not here.
You do see what looks to be a circus tent.
I don't think I know what that is. There's a very brightly colored tent. I don't know what's in it.
Well, should we go searching, or I'm used to working alone. This is not my strong suit.
Like I said, if he's missing, you're probably not going to find him until he wants to be found. I think he's done this before, and I've never been able to find him. Of course, I assume as much for this entire group. I mean, people seem to disappear often, and I can never find them.
Well, it's considering myself. If you cannot find me, and no one knows where I am, then I would say I'm in danger. But hopefully that never happens.
Fair enough.
So, what now?
Well, I suppose I'm going to just kind of study my my spell book until it's time for bed. I'm sure he'll show up eventually.
What of you, Graves? Should we check out that thing you saw with the colorful tents?
Like in the process of climbing down. Sure.
All right.
It still takes me a little bit to get down from the crow's nest.
It's just heights. It can only kill you once.
Yeah, but none of you have my last rites prepared.
Would you like those written down?
Oh,
Especially when it's your birthday.
Elevators, man. Gotta Watch out for him.
Or just big pits.
Yeah, I don't do elevators.
What is an elevator?
Level on an elevator.
No.
Magic.
Hmm.
A wizard did it, but not this wizard.
A totally different wizard.
I'm sorry?
None. I'm just mumbling.
Okay.
Claire, what are you doing right now?
Typing.
Gar,
Gar.
not much. Just pretty much went back to the ship. And has been in his room. No one knows. It's been very quiet.
When it's quiet in the room of an alchemist, I get worried.
He's either doing his own drugs or something else is happening.
Very quiet.
It's fine. Just the cat of death and the fiery cobbler are going to the circus.
All right.
Okay, so I go to the cabins and not the cabins, but the wherever we sleep and begin studying my spellbook.
Alrighty.
I didn't see the circus tent.
Didn't they
You were
mention it?
told about it.
Oh, was
I
I?
did.
Okay.
I did yell down from the
Oh, did you?
crow's
Well, I'm
nest.
still
There's a
going to
big
study my
colorful.
spellbook for a bit.
Yeah. Alrighty, Titan.
Was that sorry?
Tall.
I said, all right then.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, you're fine.
So what is you guys playing? Sorry, I'm really distracted tonight.
Juggle, juggle, juggle.
I think the current plan is most people are resting and recuperating. Took is mysteriously poofed. And Ulrich and Graves are going to investigate this circus that Graves saw in the distance.
Wonderful. So is anyone else going with them to the circus? Alleged circus.
Is it legit a circus or is it just a circus tent? Because a circus is going to be more than just one tent.
They see a circus tent.
Okay.
It's fumigation tent.
I just yelled a colorful tent.
I was raised on that. It's how they advertise is the quote flea circus.
Don't
How many fleas can I raise from the dead?
don't take the cat necromancer to the flea circus.
Eh,
I'm hygienic. I don't have fleas yet.
so is it still just you two going?
Think so.
All right. So following where she saw the tent, the closer you get to it, the bigger it seems to be. And as you move on through the buildings, eventually you come to a clearing where there's just this enormous, where you're pretty sure a city should have been. More of the city should have been.
It's an enormous what? You
Wait.
keep cutting off at the very end for
Oh,
me.
sorry. An enormous tent where the city should have been still.
This was not here when we left, was it?
Maybe they work fast.
Let's go with that. Should we investigate?
Like already heading for it. Like, yep.
Okay.
I have no hesitation or qualms.
I have minor hesitation and not a lot of qualms.
Okay, I'm back. So as you get closer, you hear a voice calling out from close-ish to the tent. Welcome, welcome, friends. Welcome to Trapper Tony's wonderful zoo.
Interesting.
I vote for not being in the zoo.
I mean, you can go to the zoo, just don't be an exhibit in the zoo, I think is the main thing.
That's what I was getting at, yes.
It seems like it was your turn to come down here. The zoo picked you to show up.
Okay, that's
So-
some goosebump shit.
Readers beware.
So, you have been offered the challenge to participate in the gauntlet. You have, of course, more time to prepare so you can get the rest of your group if you so desire. Every once a week, you are allowed to come here and participate and possibly win a magnificent prize.
What's
worth
the prize?
It's worth noting it's a small dwarf guy. He's got an amazing beard.
Small dwarf or a tall, fat halfling?
Yes.
Yeah, can I just on like cursory glance see if there's anything amiss here? 'Cause this
Such as
feels
what?
weird. Is there anything amiss here? Like anything that like rings my this doesn't sound kosher?
It's weird. You don't
Okay.
even need a check to know it. Seems kind of weird.
Well, we can go tell the others and see what they think.
Yeah, yes. Let us go.
And took either or on that, if you were asking. And I'm sorry, I completely didn't hear what you said.
I think we've agreed that we're going to go get our friends because he said you could go back and get your friends and prepare.
Ah, friends, one
We
moment.
can't keep it all to ourselves.
Don't you want to know what this week's prize is?
I am more concerned on how you got this.
I asked, but you didn't answer.
Oh, I'm sorry, little cat. I did not hear you. He pulls out a coin and he's like showing you the both sides. And every time he shows you a side of it, it's a different face to the coin.
You just
See-
look at it and go, but why?
See, the way we determine what your prize for the week is, whenever I flip this, and whatever it is your prize. Of course, you have to run the gauntlet to get it, of course. But it's good to know what your prize is ahead of Ulrich, he tosses you the coin.
I will catch it and examine it.
When you catch it and you open your hand, there is a ring instead of a coin.
A ring? Huh. I believe I've used most of my things for the day in the zombie fight, so I will conditionally not question this until we get back to the people who are better handled for this.
I think he needs a nap. We had a busy
Yes.
day.
Understandable. Please take the coin as a means of telling the others.
Yes.
I hop up and try to take it from him.
Then we just keep the coin and don't come back.
I'm just gonna keep it in my hand, in the gauntleted hand. So come on, let us see.
Don't lose it.
Uh,
Don't drop it in the water.
I will be fine. I'm more concerned
If
about.
you drop it off the boat and into the water, you will have to go get it. I don't think the one with fire on his head wants to go into the water to get it.
Yes. I've never quite been taught how to swim that well. I can do it, but not very well. Have you ever seen a flailing piece of driftwood? It kind of looks like that.
Funny, I thought you.
I've been in the desert, so no. Okay, we go back to the boat, I suppose.
Back on the boat.
Mm-hmm. I will go find Austriel because I know he's around somewhere because I can hear the hammering. Probably.
It does not take long to find him. He's in the workshop of the ship, which is actually pretty freshly made. By the same people who made your sign. By the way, your sign's here.
Oh, good, that is here. More other things important right now. Hello?
Hi. Bang, 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 bang.
Yes, would you mind taking a breather from that for a second? I have some things that have come up and maybe you can examine.
I suppose I turned around on my stool.
I show the ring.
May I?
I hand it over. That was a coin when I got a hold of it.
The moment, Austriel, you touch it, it shifts into three papers.
What
Which
did the paper say?
I am dropping them in Sunday. I think that'll work.
Yep. Maybe.
Should be a PDF.
Yep, it worked.
There you go. 3 pieces of paper.
That's new. Okay, well, it turned from coin to ring to that. Wonderful. What's it say? And or
Ew, I gotta
is it going to kill
download it.
us?
There's downloading?
I guess. I guess I trust you, Leah.
Damn.
Yes.
Damn the
Trust me.
magical DRM.
You wouldn't send me a virus.
Of course not.
I read it, say, yeah, no.
What is it?
No, what?
It is in common.
One, I trust nothing that already knows my name without me telling it, which this clearly does. I don't trust anything where I am given a wish. And the
3
failure.
It's 3 wishes, actually.
I'm voice in my head. You're not here right now. Third wish just makes it worse. And I have much better things to do than work for a zoo.
See, that's what I was worried about. I don't want to be in the zoo.
They're back at the ship, right?
Yes.
So, performance contract. Yeah, Guard will now be making his way up on deck to check on people.
Okay, we do not go to the circus then. Do not go
Wait.
back to the circus.
Wait, hold on.
The
A
circus
circus?
zoo.
You guys went to the circus without me? Why can't we go to the circus?
Concern and quite possibly life-threatening after we have gotten done with the other life-threatening things we've done today. Also, we have to give back the money that we got from our last mission because we could not complete it.
Well, that sounds fair.
I just turn back on my skull and go back to working on Frederick too. Full smile on my face. As I say,
Okay.
didn't complete the challenge. Didn't complete the contract.
Yeah, I don't like the way this contract looks. It says that we have to, if we fail, we have to work for him at 12 gold per hour until we work out a sizable amount of gold.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how
100
much
gold,
is...
100 gold pieces per challenge.
That's
Now,
all.
I haven't read this yet, so I'm just going to. Does it say anything about how we have been contracted? Is just like me obtaining the ring that was a coin
No,
but now is
we
papers.
we have to sign in order to.
Good. I did not want to inadvertently sell my soul. That is kind of being used by someone else.
You can't sell your soul, but if you don't complete the challenges, you have to work for him for a considerable length of time.
That is concerning.
Not considerable. I mean, it's like it says. Okay, let's see. Let's do the math.
And by that
100
point, I
gold
leave
pieces
to go
per
back to my realm.
challenge, up to 6 challenges.
Trapper Zeus the Gauntlet.
So up to 600 gold at 12 gold per hour. So we'd have to work for him for 60 hours. That's not too bad. If we fail the challenges. Am I reading this correctly, Leah?
Indeed.
But I'm already working with you guys. I don't need a boss.
But if we complete the challenge, we get a ring of 3 wishes. As a magic caster, I can tell you that wish is a very powerful spell. So that would be well worth the risk if we can get a ring that will grant 3 wishes.
I trust nothing that gives wishes.
Have you heard
And
any
I am-
stories about things giving wishes? It's usually not what you ask for.
I nod towards Grace.
Good point.
Enter for free? It says free.
Yes, but there's the failure clause.
It says free, but if we fail, we have to work for him. That's not really free. That's like paying off a debt.
Well, as a merchant, I'm kind of good with contracts, and if we fail, then there is no reward. Therefore,
I mean, you can go by
we owe
yourself if
nothing.
you want and see what happens. I will not.
The failure is for any gold that would have otherwise been rewarded.
Oh, so we get to keep the gold. We don't have to pay it to him.
No, but we would
keep
still
the
have
gold
to work.
Yeah, at 12 gold per hour. 12 gold per hour, though, is not horrible. Like, that's a very good paying job.
That really is a good paying job.
Like, most
Yeah,
people earn
that
1
too.
copper a day or 1 silver a day if they're a skilled laborer. That's a day. 1
Yes,
silver a day.
but that also is what kind of work would we be doing?
good point too.
Yeah, you
And
might
if
have
we-
to like fight something that's going to wind up eating you.
Yeah, and if we don't agree to like if we like say, okay, I'm not working for you anymore, a member of the party dies magically, is what it says.
No, enforced. I would assume some form of mind control magic or the like.
Mind control regarding what?
Yeah, good.
I just hand him the contract.
We found a magic sword slash zoo, but no.
Okay.
Holy crap.
I wasn't sure
Down
if that
I want that to be a character.
was
That
frozen
long
down.
robotic draw out.
It sounded like some robot drugs.
Oh
I
my
thought
god.
that was my computer. I'm glad it wasn't.
He's yelling
That's
at
funny
his
because I
headset.
didn't hear anything.
Come sit down, my lady, because I think you just had a stroke.
Oh
my
God. Welcome back.
Ulrich,
So I'm guessing that was me.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I just heard laughter and then noticed that my headphones were slightly unplugged.
Ulrich,
Yes.
get this lady set up in the bunks.
Ulrich, you're noticing the person next to him is your employer.
Absolutely pissed face.
Okay. Concern?
I'm sorry, employee. Get this woman set up in a bunk. Thank you.
I would like to know more about what is going on.
Well, what is going on is you're going to set her up in a bunk. Then you'll come back.
You're not the boss of me.
Literally is.
Yeah,
No.
that's what has been.
I'll be at the galley.
As I have been told multiple times, Tally's the boss,
Oh,
not
yeah.
him.
Said
I would like to know what is going on. And he grips his warhammer.
She waves. It's fine. It's fine. Where do I go?
So let me guess, she lied.
You'll follow Ulrich here. He'll get you set up. Now, won't you, Ulrich?
All right, come with me, ma'am.
She follows dutifully.
Who is this?
Your former employer.
The one that hired us to
Which
go get the
one?
crystal ball.
The
Oh,
one that hired us
Clinton.
to crystal ball. Okay. If that was a okay, I remember. And she said she sent mercenaries after us if we failed to
Mm-hmm.
If we screwed her, not if we failed.
I will go very much a soft in persona rap on the captain's chamber door.
And on it?
One down. Time for a talk.
Okay.
Getting everyone together in the galley.
All right.
Yeah, I will bring her. As far as I know, this is not a capture or imprisonment, so I'm going to leave her in my room, kind of sparse, other than some of my supplies, and say, I do not know what is going on, but I would like to know.
She
Before-
drops her large bag of a whole bunch of books and valuables. I am here for protection. It's safer here than out there.
Oh,
And then she jumps
you may
under a
stay
blanket.
here. Okay,
Christ.
I'm just going to. He's going. He's gonna go try to figure out what the
The
hell's
fact
going
that she
on.
needs protection and then she came here, yeah, she's in trouble.
So I will try to find the rest and eventually probably find them. It's like, what's going on?
Just
You know as much as I do.
Quietly putting bowls down on the table, waiting till everyone is present. Not saying a word, and making it clear that I won't say a word.
I'm very concerned.
Are you waiting for your 3 employees as well?
No, because I have a feeling that they're out. They worked all day. They were told they can go into town.
Alrighty.
I'm assuming that they worked all day. I'll find out later.
God help them.
when I get zone of truth.
Oh no.
I can't confirm. Somebody finished the workshop.
That's good.
Is anyone not going to the galley?
Well, if someone makes it clear that it's dinner time, or if I know
Yeah,
this is
there's food.
usually dinner, yeah, I'll eat.
Alright. Then yeah, it doesn't take too long before the whole crew is collected, except for your boss who is currently sleeping. Old boss. The crystal lady.
The person, the newcomer to the ship.
Yeah, the crystal lady, that's her name.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, I'm back.
As the last person comes in, start digging out food, and as I fill every bowl, I'll put 50 gold next to each bowl. Except the captain's bowl, I'll put 100.
I politely inquire, Kalar, may I ask, what is this gold for?
A job completed.
Is it for the job where we were supposed? Wait, what job did we complete? I thought you didn't get the crystal ball.
You said our employer has gone to bed, correct?
She
Okay.
is currently hiding under my covers.
I told her to told you to put her in a bed, not your bed. That's not a fee I'm willing to pay.
I will find another room.
Wow.
Look,
It's a
Dude,
bunk bed style arrangement for y'all.
Yeah.
We're working on trying to fit a few more private quarters, but there's not gonna be many. I like gargle and they're like, yeah, man.
I'm more concerned about when I asked her, she said she was here for protection.
Correct. We've already got another
Okay.
job.
Okay.
And I'm going
I
to
guess it's that.
squeeze Tally's shoulder. It would appear that she is a target for, and I quote, mage thieves.
I have some questions.
Eat your food first.
I drink it like a
here.
yeah.
Now, otherwise, the job has been reported as completed. We just actually swung by the Adventurers Guild. I'm sure our patron or someone will be notifying us here shortly in regards. Assuming that's how that works. Y'all know as much as I do. If I've not made it clear, I'm trying really hard to process what went down in the crypt. I appreciate those who were guaranteed you children will come. Will come or won't come? that's the wrong JRPG, man.
Will come ever. I don't get it.
I think he meant won't. But
Or won't come.
we'll never know. This is your share for putting your lives on the line for the task at hand, both including the first portion of pay and the secondary for the retrieval, and I will reach into my bag of holding and set it down on the middle table of the crystal ball. Don't ask questions. We are very good at what we do.
I mean,
I'm sorry, I must ask questions. How did you get the crystal ball?
I'm very good at what I do.
He is.
I just assume he made a good speech check.
I mean,
I
it's quite obvious
put-
he stole it.
I take the 50
Let us
gold
get
and
I'm
pick
not
the 50
finished.
gold and slide it back over to the table to him.
You will keep that
Let
money,
us.
and you'll hear why. One, we've already got another contract. Work begets work. Will be paid a handsome fee for the protection for however long it lasts. I'm sure by now I pried her name from her. So, name vomit. Um, on top of which, we're going to go make a friend. I have every intent to return this to the rightful owner now that I know what its purpose was.
Okay. Should I lock my door?
Well, there's only the one door into the common sleeping area, so no. I would advise keeping weapons at the ready.
Okay.
Um, once prototype, I'm assuming that banging I heard was Frederick 2.0.
Yeah.
So once they're back together, they'll be two non-sleepers to provide guard duty. This is the line of work we're in, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't like it, maybe adventuring's not for you.
The difference between adventuring and stealing, thievery, murder, things of that nature.
Did
You don't have to do all that just because you're an adventurer. You
Did you
can
miss
be
the
an
part where I said
adventurer
I'm
and still.
returning the item? Conflict
Did you get
resolution.
permission? Did you get
I,
permission
I
to
I
take
have
the
more
item in the first
questions
place?
of method than anything, but I see the line of thought.
If I revealed my method to you, I'd be useless to you.
Not really, then you'd be an ally.
Yes, I quite feel like that we're like the group, and then Keelar and a few other people are kind of like aside from the group doing their own thing. Like as in
Yes.
character, really saying this, and like I don't feel like you're quite being a part of the group. It's almost as if you're your own adventuring party, and we're just kind of here for the ride.
You take initiative without telling us. You do things without any mention. You disappear. How do we know if you are alive or not?
Oh, he's really just worried about you.
More importantly, how do we even know if you're really on our side if you're constantly disappearing without or doing things without giving a reason to us? I mean, I'm not saying you have to explain every little thing to us, and you're at our beck and call, but
You
we
have
are an
to
adventuring party. We do feel like we need to kind of
trust has to be there.
we have to have
Currently,
trust both ways.
there
Ulrich,
is no trust.
what is this worry of me being on your side? Have you done something that we should know about that would come to bite us in the ass? Because if so,
No,
then
quite
I'm
the
on your
opposite. I
side.
worry you may have done something.
Hmm. If I did, that's on my shoulders. That much I assure you.
I disagree. Back when we had a little encounter with the guards, uh, when what was her name? Uh, the other female party member that was also an angel. I forget her name now. Back when she committed a crime, the guards made it quite clear that we are a group together.
I believe that was a lack of tact on whoever reported it. I'm staring like just dead at him at the moment.
The other part of that is how do we know what, if any of this is going to come back on us without not this, but any other things that you do beside us, that you do not tell us about, that you do not inform us about. What uh, Alexander said is fairly true. It feels as though it is you and then us, pointing towards Took and Tally, like in a sweeping motion.
I can't speak for both of us, Ulrich, but I'm trying really
Are you?
hard. When you grow to operate alone for years, and then as two for years after, and then as 3 for only a while, and suddenly you jump to 7. It's a bit of an adjustment period. Yes, I will be outright with you all. Her life comes first. I'll look to Austral. Thank you.
Just a slight nod.
But it's not because you have been good and faithful companions. Not a long distance between first and second, so to speak.
I think my main concern is if we're going to do things, we need to do them as a group, and we need to kind of discuss things as a group and decide our next course of action. Like uh, when and this is something that I could have improved at as well. We could all have improved at for future reference. I think it'd be better, like in that instance when the crypt. Maybe it would have been better if we all would have left for just a short period, discussed it out of earshot what the next course of action should be, and then if we wanted to, as a group, take the crystal ball, then that would be a decision we work on as a group. But I can understand that that was kind of a spur of the moment thing as
Yes.
well, though.
I think what we are both looking for is faith. Faith in us. Faith is not something that you gain over time. Faith is something that you have in others
I'm gonna hold
and
my
have in
hand up.
something else.
Faith left my life a long time ago.
Then you are a sad man.
No, let's not resort to insults.
No, that
But
I don't say that as an insult.
Exactly,
I
Gar.
say that
Science. Science hasn't failed me yet.
I do not say that as an insult. I say that as a a condolence, really.
Like I said, this is the line of work we're good at, and I will gesture to Tally and I. I don't intend to always take jobs that we're good at. I was trying very hard to find jobs we were all good at. A magical item. How many wheelhouses is that in? I gestured to the wizard, to the other artificer, even the cleric, as it had some dealings with the undead.
I think a question we need to answer right here and now, or at least soon, maybe we can discuss it further, but are we the kind of group that is going to resort to underhanded means and possibly breaking the law? Or are we going to be more of a neutral group that only takes jobs that are uh, not, they can be within the bounds of the law without being goody two shoes? But are we going to be the kind of group that's going to break the law if our quest depends requires it? Because I don't want to have any part in
Whose
that.
law?
The law of the land, whatever the land
What
we are
land?
in.
Well, you answered my question.
Yes. Well,
The
unfortunately, I don't have a firm grasp on every nuance of the legal system here in Legan, but I can tell you might makes right in most places.
I think in most
And
places stealing is against the law.
the to that,
Murder is
do
traditionally
not
against the
the
law.
mighty have a obligation to then protect?
And so we are protecting now, aren't we?
Yes.
But we are protecting someone who wanted to commit crimes, wanted hired people to commit crimes for them, or a
Correct.
crime, I should say. Uh, the unjust deserve no protection.
The fearful do.
Uh,
If they are
that
committing crimes, they need to be fearful of the law and of the gods.
And if it is something that, if it is a choice between their life and breaking the law, I do not know about you, Alex, but I will always choose my life.
It's a funny thing what
Always.
someone will do for the sake of self
And
preservation. That is science. And that is why I have faith in that.
I can understand that, but people don't just get into sometimes people just get into situations they can't get out of, but other times people make their own beds. If you're committing crimes and breaking the law and hiring people to commit crimes for you, then
I will
and
say
you're
this:
being people sent after you for committing
I
those
have
crimes that you made your own bed.
no intention, none, and this is a voice from my end as, I guess, effective first mate. I have no intention whatsoever to have you break any laws. Any of you. I will not have you go against your moral code. But if we have a job to do, as I've shown you, I'm going to get it done. The fallout is reparable. Everyone but Tim.
I imagine I see them and I see them turn around. It's like, yeah, good idea.
Yep.
I think the question that needs to be answered is, are we going to allow people to be? Are we going to be a group that has members that breaks the law of the land of the laws of whatever land we are currently in?
That is not my problem. My problem is the lack of faith and trust within the rest of us.
If I didn't trust you, you wouldn't be on this ship right now.
Let me put it this way: if you want to break the law, then you seem to be the kind of person that I can't seem to stop from doing that. But uh, I want no part in it, and I want no payment from any job. I want no part in any jobs that break the law, unless the laws in the land are corrupt or evil, as some lands tend to be. I follow the voice of goodness.
That's pleasant to hear. That said, as before, I have no intent to have any of you break the law. As a group, to not break the law. But we can only gather so much information so quickly. We can only skirt the lines and edges of a land we don't know. We will try.
That is all I ask. Trying is the first step to godliness.
For the note, if you can, for those who weren't here when I started the renovations, this ship is going to have quite a few bodies on it. Watch them closely now, as again we have a task to do. This is not an Adventure Guild task, I will note. We've been hired exclusively. These are the kind of jobs I look for. If we need to get out of town, we leave. If you're not aboard, we'll try to get you. Now,
I
what the hell is
understand.
this about a goddamn circus?
That being said, I think you should hold on to this gold until the crystal ball has been returned. If you wish to
Okay.
return it to me, that is your
Just
that is up
give
to you.
him the contract.
We've
We've already decided no.
Yes,
I
we've
give
already
him the
decided no.
contract
Yes.
that sets off every single alarm bell I have ever had.
Yeah.
Yes. It was a coin that turned into a ring that turned into that.
The man also called it running the gauntlet in a zoo.
Yes.
They also do know our names.
Do you say that
I
because
put
you're handing it
name.
to me?
Yes,
I don't touch the contract.
your names are on there too.
Check which name.
It's Kalar Malela. That's why I went names.
In quotation marks.
Yes.
Basically, we saw the shiny tit and went to look, and then we got the contract that said, this looks like a big fat nope.
Yeah,
Yes.
It seems way
I'm
too
glad
good to
somebody
be
else
true.
noticed that too. That this is an officially written out contract,
And they're in
it has
quotes.
quotations around your name.
That. Yeah.
I just
That was
smile.
said out of character.
I would say I just smile at that if it just gets brought up.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I didn't notice as a player, so I'm gonna assume I didn't notice as a character.
I would say I think Alexander is intelligent enough to at least catch that.
Okay.
I mean, he is a smart one.
Mhm.
Anyhow, I've got one more errand to perform this evening. I tap the crystal ball and slide it back into the bag of holding. I cannot promise morality. I can't. It's this world. This world doesn't always have room for it. I'm going to feed a starving child, even if I have to steal the bread to do it. I'll feed you, my companions, who have risked their lives for what I hold dear, and we'll be looking at Tally when I say that.
Alexander simply nods.
I respect that decision. All I would like in return is trust, and I will trust your decisions then.
But
Yes, Gar?
Yeah, I heard him.
I've been very quiet, just sitting here listening to this conversation. There's been many points back and forth, and forgive me, but it doesn't sound like either side is. I don't even know how to explain it, but the you both had very strong points to begin with, and it feels like nothing has been worked out.
No, absolutely, nothing has been worked out.
We've kind of decided that I think it's. I mean, I've kind of it's come to my understanding that it's kind of like I do my thing. We're not gonna be able to change each other's minds, but we have alleviated some of our concerns. I feel like what's happened.
The party
Have
comes
we?
first.
Yes.
Well, second, again, looking at Tally.
Well,
Like, I've being very honest. If it's between saving your lives, saving hers, no hard feelings.
I mean, he's kind of said, "I am who I am. I can't. I'm not going to change. I can't change."
I'm trying.
And but I'm trying, and it is what it is. Kind
Now,
well, I'm sure we all are sitting here at this table for our own reasons. But I have my reasons to be I find myself in great worry over recent events. Mostly due to what has happened in my past, but if if we are to continue, there does need to be a level of trust. And it sounds like on both sides there's not much. On one side we have people who seem to not want to share because they don't trust that we would have their we would help them in their endeavors. On the other side, we have people who feel that they don't have no trust because there's things are being done behind or on the side that might ultimately fall back upon them. It seems like there's beginning to be a rift within our small organization here, and if we work in a field that has very dire consequences if you cannot trust your friends on the battlefield. I mean, I nearly died when I thought we were all going to be walking out of the crypt last night, and I'm not going to lie, that concerned me greatly.
eyes go to the cleric.
Look down at the totally not a skull I got in my bag. Don't worry, she says it was worth it to
Now-
smash things.
Yeah, obviously, this doesn't sound like something that can be, everybody has a beer and everything's good. But I think airing these concerns has done something. Yet, I still have my own concerns that if we continue on, that my past may be repeating itself.
So I can see what he's saying. Basically, we acquired the orb, and I mean, she didn't seem like she was going to budge on giving it to us, so I can only assume we got it through ulterior motives.
No, he stole
And
it. That was fairly obvious.
You have no proof.
No, but
and
from what it
Gar
seems,
was like, okay, I'm gonna. You say, okay, I won't have you commit any crimes, and then Gar's like, okay, I'm not going to commit a crime. I'm leaving as I expect the group to do. But then
You weren't
if you,
there, so you don't know about that. But I understand where you're going. Yes, go.
yeah, well, you just said that you were leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know now because you told me. But
Yeah, no proof. Exactly.
if
He has no proof, Austral.
but if
I have proof.
I
If-
know where you sleep.
I did hear the
That's
sound
what's
of
keeping
combat.
me from giving the proof.
Go ahead, Alexander.
I
Yeah.
did hear the sounds of combat, so I can only assume that a fight broke out between the group and the lady who had the tiefling who had the crystal ball.
oh, there was a
And
giant skeleton thing, and it was terrifying.
yeah,
It was,
and,
an opportunity taken.
right. But then Gar here was and it was almost died because of that. Even though he didn't, as far as it seems, he didn't steal anything, but he almost died himself. He says so. Even though he didn't commit the crime, it's still kind of almost. You see what I'm saying? The consequences did almost be dire for him because he's in the same group as someone who is uh,
Is what?
Taking the initiative, I believe.
taking the
is the word.
initiative to commit crimes. It's not enough to say, okay, you don't commit the crime yourself and you're okay if we're still in the line of fire.
Again,
So I can kind of see what he's saying, what
yes.
Gar here is saying.
I do truly understand. He's not the only one I put in danger to do this, but it won't fix overnight. It won't fix over a beer, or preferably a nice glass of wine if we get to it. I'm still very upset about the wine cellar. The longer I delay, the more likely my task will remain undone. For now,
For now, let us enjoy some cold soup.
Oh,
who said?
as soon as you said
I assumed
drink
everyone
your
was eating
soup
during.
before
Yeah, I'm
everyone,
sitting
I
there
chugged it.
eating.
I chugged that soup. It's like, were you
Kind
the
of soup
only
is
one not finished? That seems
Yeah, if
ill-advised.
there's soup, I have eaten it.
Yes.
There's more on the stove. If you see the crew, make sure they eat too, Al. And this is almost a whisper right beside Talia. I'll be back as quick as I can.
That being said, where are you going?
to return the skull.
To return the orb.
Yeah.
Would you like any reinforcements?
No, because the last time I acted, you all nearly died. My
Yes,
Oh,
and
that's
look what
fine. You want some help?
what if here's the part of
and as I'm
faith
saying
and
that, I'm putting
trust.
a hand on my chest, and to be honest, you wouldn't keep up. Long strider.
And he still does not understand the faith or trust part.
Okay.
I trust
If he
you. Make sure
come,
the
if
crew
he
gets
does,
I
fed.
never
mean,
comes back,
long
then
strider,
I'm
but I
done.
have fly, haste, and
Oh yes, hey.
expeditious
So after
retreat.
a minute, I have a seizure.
No. You, like I said, you just gotta jump.
I mean, I do have fly and
No.
expeditious retreat as well.
Start from the crow's nest.
But
Well, I was gonna go.
Flying gives me 60 feet.
you're still healing.
I can't compete with that, no.
Actually, a rogue probably could compete with
I'll say all the dashing and all that.
all the dashing.
If I can double dash, then yes.
Oh,
Okay.
triple dash.
Oh, is it?
Because every time you dash, you get your speed again, or something to that effect.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, when you dash, you move double your speed. So if you double dash, you're moving 4 times your speed.
No, it's dash is you move your movement speed. So a dash movement speed is 3 times.
Yeah, I think that's right.
You might be right. Yeah.
The increase equals your speed after applying any modifiers.
Yep.
Okay, that plus expedition retreat.
So
Yeah, that's
So,
how
Pinky
Tally got out last time.
And just before I leave, and Master Gar,
Hmm?
we're gonna need a word in private regarding just that past here soon.
yes. As soon as you let me know yours.
Also, why does it have to be in private? If we're going to be trust, we all need to know, don't we?
Yes.
We have contacts that might be able to help, and I'm out the door.
I think my secret's already been revealed in the what I have in the bag.
I mean, I have no secrets, so.
Other than that, I've been honest with what I am, what I do.
Good angel over here.
I'm
Screw
just
you guys.
sitting here
I'm
covered in
actually
skulls.
lawfully good.
You're not lawful.
He is. He did not break the law.
Who, me? Yeah, I'm awful good.
No, you said you were lawful.
No, I was talking in his stead, saying,
Yeah.
goody good angel over here. I'm actually
Hey,
lawfully
good son.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes 2 of us. Congratulations, we're Captain America and the Falcon.
So, people on the ship, what is your plan? Well, Tally's retired.
Are you calling me the wimpy, ugly, stupid Falcon? That's not fair.
Falcon's
You might have
badass.
Just have wing, just because I can fly. The Falcon's a side character.
Rude. You take that punch.
He becomes Captain America.
Yeah, he's currently Captain America.
Well, I'll say you are Captain America.
Yeah, what does it tell? What does it say about me?
I haven't seen you throw a shield yet.
No, my shield is attached to my arm, and it's not circular.
One of the best 4E magic items.
Tavern Brawler.
No, I plan on
It's
picking up
gotta come back.
Sentinel.
Tavern Brawler with returning weapon, I guess?
Tavern Brawler. No, that wouldn't work because it's not technically.
True.
Well, it's an improvised
spike on it.
weapon. Yeah.
There
Well,
you
I
go.
mean, if you're using as an
I'm not going down
improvised
this rabbit
weapon,
hole right now.
bonded weapon.
Okay, back to the game.
not going down this rabbit hole. Don't tempt me.
Eh,
You know how we get with Karagen.
eh.
Make the MCU into D&D characters. Go.
No,
Been done, I'm sure.
There's
Oh, absolutely. I'm pretty sure, but it's like this group.
Is everyone doing?
it's
Awkward silence and contemplation.
Austria,
Gar will return to his room,
okie dokie.
Hmm.
trying to ignore the woman under somebody's bed sheets and continue his quiet contemplation and vial mixing.
Alexander,
Yeah, if it's probably getting late, I'll get some sleep.
Graves,
Sure, I'll take a cat nap.
and Austria,
Yeah, is BRB.
and Ulrich.
Eventually I will make my way back to my room and choose a different bunk.
Okay.
Just don't take Tim's bunk. The guy is actually the one actual worker I got. Those other two.
Good incentive.
So, Took,
Took.
where are you headed?
Back to the crypt.
What is your plan? Because it doesn't take you too long to get there. You know where it is now.
Now that depends on the atmosphere outside of the door. Whether
It
there's
is
a bunch of angry
heavy.
skeletons.
There's no skeletons, but you can feel the air around the crypt is.
Did we catch her name?
You did. It was Amelia.
Master Amelia, there's a visitor at your door. I have something that belongs to you.
There's silence for a bit.
If you would prefer not to come out, grant me permission to enter.
The air is a little bit lighter. Not very, but a little bit.
Just noticeably, huh?
Yes.
March right to the chamber where I took it.
You do not see her.
Do I see Grandpa?
You see no one and nothing. Just the walls. Even the sweeping skeletons, they're not there yet.
Believe me, I'm one for the dramatic. But if we can talk business.
We cannot
You sure?
leave.
Do you know why this item would have been sought as a means of protection?
More thieves as usual. You're not the first. You won't be the last. I appreciate you bringing it back. Please leave.
I have a young woman who says she's being targeted by those stilling magic users. While you are one who's fairly potent yourself, apparently this object is well known of. Would you appreciate an offer? A means of hiding it?
I'm listening.
Well, as you can see, I gesture no ball in hand, but I do have it. And I'll pull it out of the bag of holding. A well-appointed place of hiding should be found, for one. I'll put it respectfully, back exactly where I got it. Even so much as lay a hand on the coffin with a very soft whispered, "My apologies."
The coffin shakes a little bit, but that's all.
What the shit?
My intent was to use it to pry information out of this woman, and, well, fortunately your visage alone was enough. Did you know you had that effect on people?
I did not, but I'm not surprised.
Just get out more. It's a useful trait. I'm looking for patrons, and I'm assuming you'd be a good one to have.
What specifically do you want?
Keep my crew fed, keep them in work, honorable as they so desire, dishonorable if you only intend to hire myself.
She does step out of the shadows.
That's a neat trick.
I don't have money. Not much, anyway. Not very useful to have someone hire you if they can't pay.
Someone who's capable of felling nearly an entire adventuring party with but an utterance. It's kind of a good friend to have. I'm not sure how much
What?
longer we'll be in town, but we have the one who hired you, or hired us to steal this from you. If you have a desire for retribution, you and you alone, we will not stop. Otherwise, she has been employing us now to protect her against these thieves in the night, these kidnappers, person snatchers.
As long as I have my crystal back and my family is kept left alone, then I have no need of her.
Noted. I'm sure one of your talents will find us if you need us. Otherwise, I can make you something similar. I pat the bag. You would only need to find a more convenient way of hiding it. Maybe let it lie with Grandpa, for example.
No, Grandpa can't touch it.
That's why it's in the bag.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
These,
All right. You help me, I'll help you.
I'll
I'll be in touch.
It'll take a little while, but I'll get to constructing. Got a preferred color. As like the slip out of seriousness and his big shit-eating grin, this mad glint to the eye.
Purple.
Duly noted.
And don't worry, even if you're out of town, I could find you if I need you.
No, I have no
And
doubt.
she kind of waves at the, obvious crystal ball.
We'll see how long that works. Again, we were hired with a person's fear in mind. Hopefully, we massaged it. And my condolences.
I appreciate you bringing it back. I was going to go on a murderous rampage through the town in my search for looking for your group, but obviously it's not needed now.
I was gonna say, it's like I hold up the note I left on the door. It's like, well, I gave you her address. Just trying hard not to laugh.
Yeah, well,
Anyhow,
I've been lied to before.
and you will again, I'm sure.
Is there anything else?
For now, no. If we're here whenever I finish the construction, I'll let you know. If not, I'll have it parceled to you. Is this acceptable?
Welcome back, Astro. This will do. And she steps back into the shadow.
The edge is real.
Yeah. She has a skeleton arm from the elbow down.
Not even more edgy.
I know.
She's a tiefling. That's already the epitome.
Tiefling necromancer.
But I will flourish a very dramatic bow before leaving. Thank you for your effective patronage. Your items will be delivered as soon as they're done, and I will leave.
All right.
And haul ass back to the boat.
You get to the boat. You've been gone maybe an hour and a half or so. Your two of your crewmates are back. Timothy is not back yet.
Oi!
Yeah.
And at this point, as I'm nearing the last of my spell slots, probably sluggish a little after I sprinted an hour and a half. Tim, where is he at?
Don't know. You're supposed to meet us back here.
Where'd he go?
He said he wanted to go looking at a couple shops. I really want that to be the answer, Graves. He signed up to go to some kind of circus.
I mean, 12 gold an hour, bless his heart.
He said he was
I
gonna.
can't compete with that.
He said he was gonna try some kind of challenge, but we didn't feel up to it. We're not much fighters.
There's probably some soup still on the on the stove. Make sure to eat up. If he's not back in a couple hours, come get me.
Will do.
And I just give him a look. Good work today.
They give you a thumbs up. Their thumbs are blistered. And it's worth noting in 3 hours from now, they do come and go, hey, Tim's not back.
Probably like just got all snuggled in bed. Okay. Get your rest. And try not to be too noisy. We've got a guest. Who is a hands-off guest. Understood?
Okay. And they go to bed. And I believe everyone else was going to bed.
Mm-hmm.
I was probably gonna shoot took out for being not quick.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I was just gonna shoot took out for not being fast like we promised. But that's it.
About what now?
I didn't understand you both times. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're coming in kind of echoey.
Echoey.
Like
Oh, you're better now.
you're away from your mic or something. You're better now.
Yeah.
He promised to be quick, so I was gonna chew him out for what, taking an hour?
Excuse me, lady. I just sprinted halfway across the city. Twice. In an hour and a half. Plus dealt with someone who tried to kill us. Someone who nearly
Karen.
killed me.
You still said you'd be that fast.
Well, the winged boots are on the list. I'm sorry. We're not really cut out for this whole, people thing, huh?
No.
Why the hell are they listening to us?
I have no idea. People here are just weird.
Nothing better to do.
Rude!
She's just right outside the window, just looking in.
Because you have the boat.
Well,
I really am trying. Love. I really am.
I didn't say much because probably would have messed up all you're working on. These people have strange expectations.
Yeah, no, back home was actually a whole lot more straightforward. Pay money, get job, dude, done.
Yeah.
What's a murder of 3? Continent's weird.
What are these feelings?
So,
We're getting away in murder.
for what it's worth, the night goes on without a hitch. Everything is wonderful. You all get wonderful beauty sleep. Well, most of you.
I would have slipped into the workshop to likewise get prototype 2 up and running.
Okay.
And chew the fad as to making a purple, discreet but purple bag of holding.
I think that was
Awesome, buddy.
great.
Yep.
Yeah, she said her phone died.
Yeah.
I imagine it was just us two muttering about how weird this continent really is. So I imagine we both came from the same country, even.
Dude,
So,
if all the crapping's done in just this one room, I guess Gar's in here too.
Fair.
Gar is not in the room. He actually specifically went to a bunker.
Ah, safe place to do alchemy.
And on that note, early in the morning,
Like,
Like
I
I said-
spoke and then my phone shut down. So that was
Yep.
good timing.
so it's the next morning. Who would be the first to wake up?
I gotta make breakfast.
Who would be the first in the bunk rooms to wake up?
Probably me.
Okay. So, Ulrich, when you wake up, your turtle friend who was making potions as you went to sleep is not there.
Is that normal for Gar?
And where he was on that bed is a folded up
A folded up what?
letter.
Stand up. Open the letter.
Do you want to read it, Scorgan?
If you want.
Gotta read it in your Gar voice, like the movie
Yeah.
Over Letters.
That's kind of what I was going with.
The Gar over letters. Do we have an hour for me to read like a paragraph? For because Gar talks kind of slow.
Oh god, it's from like Forrest Gump slow.
No, he's a turtle. He takes a time to
Hello.
no, not like that, but just he considers his words. To my companions, due to recent events, I must make my leave to seek other employment. Recent events and opportunities have aligned, and the current potential lack of trust building within the group, I must make my leave before I find myself once again in a bad way. I joined you all in the hopes of fast money and potential powerful connections. But due to my lack of experience in this field, I now see that my morals and fear of death may be more of an impediment to the party than I originally thought. I have decided to take my current gold and try to open my own alchemy shop back in Greenwich. Feel free to look me up if you've ever sailed back that way. Since my leaving has left an opening, I have decided to hire a replacement before leaving town and heading downriver. His payment will cover for only 2 weeks till you can find a suitable replacement or further compensation is negotiated. I wish you all well.
What?
Joppa.
For uh, for a turtle, he works very fast.
He's a businessman.
So after I read this and take a moment to contemplate how he left without me noticing,
Oh, so vigilant.
He left very slowly.
Very slowly, very
I have
quietly.
mastered the art of moving so
Just
slowly
no.
down, nearly
No.
perceptible to the human eye.
Nope.
I would take the note, and as I see your pseudonym,
I mean, I'm in the galley.
yeah, as soon as I see Took in the galley, I would give this to him. It's like, this is for you.
It's like stirring a pot, reading. Okay. Set it aside on the table.
I like Drave's summary pretty well. You guys are too dangerous. I should have seen this coming by.
Not just I seriously is coming by, but I'm opening a shop in Brennick.
I'm opening shop at
Which was the opportunity was given by.
Though I will ask, did we at least leave our share of the potions?
I have not checked where he used.
You
where
find
he,
nothing in his bunk. Just
yeah,
to be clear.
it was empty, and
Just
I have not checked his workspace.
Okay. Likely.
Hey, boss. Tim's still not back.
Yep, he's dead. Time to move on.
Now it's time to check to see if he needs bailed out. Do you know where the nearest guardhouse is?
No.
Uh,
Do me a solid and find out.
don't I know? I'm pretty sure I. No, that was the local bounty board.
They huff off to go look for it.
Thank you. Consider it your work for the day. I'll wait. I know I'm gonna be waiting until they come back.
Yeah.
Eventually, I
It'd be
will
awkward,
actually.
like we almost died yesterday. Breakfast, everyone just kind of sitting around, just playing with their bowls.
Nah, I probably would have eventually gotten to there with a new Frederick.
Any noticeable changes?
No,
I'm already taking the extra serving of soup now.
I bat your paw away with a wooden spoon, grandma style.
But if you left it, it'll go to waste.
No, he has already had someone hired on. Hopefully, he told him where to meet. Speaking of, that means we need someone keeping watch by the gangplank. Any volunteers?
Oh, gee.
Whack!
Frederick.
I still got like 2 more legs attached to prototype too. So
By the way, when I see Graves in the galley eating and I sit down and eat as well, I make a little illusory uh, circus tent in my hand and faint music notes going.
just turn my head.
Unless that music was specifically playing while I was over there, I have no idea as to your reference.
It was not playing over there.
So she looks at me curiously and says, "It's circus music, you know."
No.
No? Okay. Well, that's what circus music sounds like.
Well, as you
Okay, reaches for more soup.
I'll give her my morning share.
so as the morning goes on, eventually your two workers who are unnamed come.
I'm hoping for good news, gentlemen.
Well, okay, so we did find a guardhouse, but we found that, and he kind of points off the.
Wait, you did find a guardhouse, but or and? This is important now.
Yes,
Okay, we'll work on your grammar.
but we also found that, and he points at a bugbear that's just off the ship. It is a 8-foot tall, white-haired bugbear.
Tim, is that you?
Now motion for him to come up the gangplank. I'm assuming it's a he.
It is indeed.
I take it you're Mr. Joppa's replacement.
Are you Malayla?
No, Malayla's captain. She's
Right, I'm supposed to talk to Captain. Malayla?
Oh my god.
No.
come aboard. I'll have her speak with you shortly.
Oh, 1 second. He holds his nose, holds his breath, and fire.
Fire! He
My
pulls a
head-
gun.
No, no. Shield in front of my. No, 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 no. That's normal. That's normal.
Ulrich, food.
I don't like fires.
Before Graves eats your share.
No, I
Oh,
offer
God.
him the soup with the fish already picked out.
He's not gonna be happy when I cast Fireball later.
Oh boy. This is gonna be interesting.
Rap on the captain's quarters door. Malayla, darling. Are you decent?
Hmm. I mean, always?
Are you decent for people that's not me, my dear?
Hmm. I'll get decent.
We have a development.
How good is it, Alec? An angel?
Shockingly, no.
Hmm.
One, it's Tim. Still. Then two, it's the turtle. I'll keep your food warm.
Okay.
Just a day, a whole session of just hanging out in the galley, guys.
It is a great session of morals and stuff.
It's the shawarma sharp scene right now. Near death experience and all. Graves. Where'd the fish go?
It's gone.
You know, if you have
Shouldn't
specific
it should have been on
dietary
time.
requests, I will take those into
Should've been on time.
consideration.
Shouldn't have been late for breakfast.
Can I get
I
your
was with
name
her.
there, Snowy?
That's not Tim?
No.
I just look at Graves like a.
I thought
What?
Tim went to the circus and come back that.
I mean, it was a magic circus. It is completely
He said
possible.
it was a zoo.
Timmy will.
Zoo.
Can I get your name there,
Oh, yeah. Tell her it's Lizard.
Lazard? Like lizard?
Yeah. No, like Lizard.
Lazard.
With an R.
But you're a bugbear, not a lizard.
No, don't chase that rabbit
Right.
too far.
Don't.
It's pretty obvious, right?
Would you like some food?
Well, I'm supposed to report to the captain.
She's getting dressed. She'll be down shortly.
Yes. Here,
Right.
and I hand him my bowl.
I am insulted.
No one's having their own meal today.
I'm generous.
Portion
He-
food out for everyone.
he just drinks it down.
I mean, I did not take Malia's share. I was a good kitty as far as that
I'm
goes.
about to say,
I'm pretty sure that would end in your death, Sally.
someone was gonna die.
Because I
She has
I
more
never heard
healing than I
anything about
do.
her leaving.
When Malila comes down, she's done up in a ponytail. That's it. That's different.
Give her a check of the bandages real quick. Peck on the cheek and a bowl of soup. I gotta go finish prototype 2. If y'all need me, you know where to find me. YouTube with me.
Okay.
Y'all found the guardhouse, and just like start rambling as we go down into the workshop area.
I was, by the way, not filled in on what the situation was.
You catch me before I go down then. Got
I
a lot on
guess-
my mind.
You know, Turtle's gone. There's this guy.
Wait! I look as
Gar for some reason
the
there.
bugbear turned back into Gar.
Someone's got to change their drop-down menu.
Oh yeah, somebody did not change the drop-down menu.
None of us have ever done that
Yeah.
before.
Gar heard that Graves kept stealing the soup, so he ran in real quick to finish it off.
All right. Who's this?
Ulrich, you would know that the letter is on the counter.
Yes. I hand Malala the letter and then gesture. This is Gar's replacement.
He drops the ball. Right, you Malala, Captain Malala. I'm supposed to talk to you.
I am.
Right, I'm supposed to say something. He starts digging around in his pocket, pulls out a crumpled up piece of paper, starts trying to straighten it out.
Oh boy.
We got our biggin. So happy.
I'm Lord Zod. I am here in Revolutions of Gar Leben. I will fulfill his duties until weeks from now when other arrangements may be provided. He looks very satisfied with his reading.
Oh, we're so keeping him.
We're so cute. Oh, and I'm supposed to give you these. And he hands you a bag.
Okay. Take the bag.
You'll find in the bag the potions that were made.
We don't have to murder him.
Good.
I was gonna say, turtle soup was on the menu for like 3 weeks from now.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a small letter attached to the bag.
Does it say, please don't eat me?
No. Malala, if you read it, it basically just says that if you receive this bag, then that was his first test to see if he would give you the potions.
No.
And it says something along the lines of I tried to find you somebody who probably would not die as easily as I have been. And there's also a 15% coupon off your first purchase at my new shop. Right. So, what should I do?
I'm gonna go check on our guest. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm actually at a loss here. I want to send him to look for Tim, but I'm terrified of that.
Oh dear. Before he gets a chance to do anything, he dies to
Oh.
the murder circus.
You need me to find somebody for you? Just give me a description. I'll bring you pieces.
So, need him whole.
Whole?
One whole piece.
Right. Need to talk to him. Gotcha.
I love the moral shifting of this party with so hard moral shifting back into our favor.
What?
I
Tough
mean,
love.
Sucks
Yes.
to
to
be
be you,
fair,
lawful
if you
guys.
don't bring him back alive, I could still make use of him before.
No, he's decided to not come back. He needs his tough love. I
As
give him
long as there are plenty of bones.
I give him a description of Tim.
Right.
This is how the infighting between Malayla and Kalair starts. You have your pets, I have mine.
Gotcha. He pulls out his battle axe. He's like, wait. Puts that up. Pulls out the warhammer. Kind of nods at you. Alive. One piece. Got this.
Probably be coming back up after getting the story from the two. Just, what the fuck? Alright, so where's this
And-
guardhouse?
Now for the fun part.
Oh yeah, it's just right off the dock. They point. It's within viewing range.
Did you consider asking if Tim was there?
Of course, we asked that yesterday. No, he's not there.
Fuck me. I don't want you guys to feel like you're expendable. Just for the record. And this is in characters. I don't want you feeling expendable. You're coming along nicely as hard workers, and I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you.
Fine, Tim.
You know what, sir? We'll do everything we can to find him. First, we'll go look at the circus where he was last seen.
Sign nothing when you get to the circus.
Okay. No signatures.
No handshakes.
Okay.
Come back tonight. If you don't find Tim, bummer.
Okay. They head off.
Just like in the stairwell leading back up to the galley, just eternal screaming.
Is there a banshee on the ship?
That was a dying cat.
I'm trying so hard. Come up, nice, happy face.
Oh no, I'm fine.
But to be honest, I was waiting for the but that entire sentence.
Yes,
I'm trying so hard. Anyone go check on our employer?
I believe Ulrich was doing that.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Yes.
She is hiding under a blanket reading a book.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Would you like some food?
Yes.
Would you like to come out to the galley?
No. It's dangerous out there. There's necromancers. There's mage thieves. They brainwash you and make you make spells.
I did have some questions about these mage thieves. Would you care to explain?
They're thieves that still mages.
Okay. My first thought was they stole your magic.
Oh, no, I
That-
have my
that
magic.
That makes more mundane sense.
Yeah, but they stole my sister and now she's all crazy. She doesn't know who she is. She's too busy talking about doing research. It's horrible.
Uh, hmm. I Is that who you? Is that who we met in the catacombs?
Who? No, that's just a necromancer. She's protecting that crystal that I was going to use to protect myself because then I could see them coming. Because that's the trick. You can't see them coming; they just appear.
Okay, I'm gonna go get you a bowl of food. I believe uh you need to speak to the whole crew if we are going to protect you better, and we need to know things.
I will answer everything. I'm an open book now. No more lying.
Insight roll. Sec.
She doesn't seem to be the lying. She seemed to have had a traumatic experience recently that has made her not want to lie anymore.
I wonder what the traumatic experience was, Tuck. I wonder.
The one time I should have been on fucking mute. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm innocent. Shut up. Eat a soup.
I'm glad I hit enter on my last message before you started laughing. Because now you've only increased my curiosity.
Yeah, I couldn't hear anything for a minute except for what sounded like crying and then laughter.
Yeah. So, Ulrich, as you go to get some soup for your new friend comes back with a bag that is squirming and
What is that?
Right, where's Captain? I got Tim.
Okay, can we see Tim?
Yeah, all right. He drops the bag lightly, quotations, and unfurls it, pops it open, and 2 feet stick out. So he grabs one of the feet and he lifts him up. See, I got him. It's Tim.
you see a person who is definitely not.
Hello, Tim, too.
That is not Tim.
Let me go, please.
What?
Please drop
What?
him
What's
safely.
your name?
Lizard?
Timothy?
Could you gently place the man on the ground and then let go of him?
I don't know. This guy lied to me then. He told me his name's Tim.
Many
It-
people have the name of Tim.
No, other people told me this is Tim.
My name is Tim.
Oh.
Please don't kill me.
He is not the Tim we are
Go
looking
find
for.
another Tim.
No,
Oh,
no,
dear
no.
God.
Just keep bringing in Tims till we eventually find the right one.
No. Graves, don't give him ideas. Don't
I mean,
give-
eventually it might work.
No, it won't.
What's all the
30
racket?
Tims later.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Apparently when I left,
Hell is this?
Malala,
This is Tim.
Malayla gave very broad instructions.
Yeah, where's the captain? She said I need to bring you this guy.
One moment. Run back to the cabin's quarter. Don't even just like I throw the door open. What the hell?
Just quietly, we hear, "What the hell?"
What?
Why would you send a bugbear to acquire Tim?
Yes, what to do?
Would you like to see what he's managed to do?
I'd love to see his handiwork.
By all means, please.
I,
By the way, your hair looks lovely.
Thank you.
But, yeah, he's waiting to talk to you.
Malayla, when you get there, there is someone who you've never seen before on the ground.
please put this Tim down without breaking him.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
as if I was trying to defuse a bomb situation. I'm trying to slowly talk the bugbear down.
Yeah. Well, like I put there in the in text, my arm was getting tired of holding it up, so I went ahead and just dropped him and I put a foot on him.
No. You, please.
Alright, please.
He's a squirmy one.
Bring our guests some food.
Oh no.
Captain Lazard, Captain Tim, not our Tim.
I'm Lazard. This is Tim.
Um,
I pick up Tim so she can see him. See, it's Tim. I did good.
It's not Tim we were looking for.
but it is a Tim, so we'll give you
Yeah,
like half points.
pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty quick too. But
Can I go?
you looking for work? We might have an opening for a task.
No.
You've been shanghaied.
This is where
It's on you, Captain. Here you go.
this is
I
where,
don't like being strict, Tim.
this is where your collection of Tims starts.
What was that? Malayla?
I'm laughing too hard. I'm sorry.
I collect Tims and tools. No tailors though.
Tim.
Yeah, he can go.
I pout when you say no, Taylor. I don't think
get
I have
one
that
foot.
anyway.
Right. She says you can go, Tim, but I think you should say your what's that word? Thank you. Say thank you.
Uh, thank you.
I toss a coin to Tim. You saw nothing.
He takes it.
Oh, he didn't see nothing. I bagged him.
You tell nobody of what just happened.
For the record, Tim, we there's this really awesome shop opening up in Brinnock. Be sure to visit.
Okay.
I like to think that since he was in a bag, he doesn't even know that he's on a boat, so he just like runs off the edge of the boat into the river.
I gave him the gold. What more do you want?
He can swim. I hope.
The moment he is let go, he just takes off. He's gone.
Okay. So, Lazard, was it? I didn't have a chance to make introductions. I'm Claire, first mate. Which I realize, considering I sleep in a cabin's quarter, has way too many innuendos. Um, what exactly is your resume?
Resume.
What do you do? What is your skill set?
Oh, well, I'm very sneaky. And I'm pretty good at lifting things. And oh, I got these. I call this my negotiator, as my ex-employer used to call it, and he shows you the Warhammer. And then this one, this is from when I used to raid with orcs, and he shows you the battle axe. I don't use it as much, but between you and me, it's actually my favorite tool. But lately, I've just been riding on a lot of wagons, but they pay good.
Guard duty.
Right? They call me a
Mercenary?
mercenary. That's the one. They don't call me raiders no more.
Oh,
I'm not a mercenary.
wonderful. Well, uh, it's nice to have another sneaky person aboard.
Oh yeah, I love it when I sneak up on them and I whack them.
I love this
Happy,
character.
yeah, like all the goody goods are having this like pleasant meal. Just watch, like, oh dear God, help us.
I am watching with the world's biggest smile on my face.
Have you sailed before, Lorsod?
Sailed. No, not much on the water.
If you can't tell, we are a water-based organization.
Yeah, as long as it pays.
We're trying.
But don't worry. The shell guy, he paid me up front. You got me for uh 10 plus 4 days.
Okay, that's a way to do this.
2 feet and almost a hand.
I'm looking at Malaya, who I'm just assuming has like puppy dog eyes. Like, can we keep him?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. No. Guard duty is actually very apt. There's a young lady that is currently in the guest quarters. Well, the sleeping quarters, I should put it. I'd very much like to have someone on constant vigil for, at least until we find another gig. Does this sound appealing to you? I know you don't
Right.
need to whack anything just yet, but I'd rather avoid getting arrested for Tim napping.
He scratches his head, kind of confused. So you want me to watch the lady?
Correct. If anyone who's not us tries to take the lady, whack them over the head.
Us, you two?
Any of the people you've seen on the vessel already.
I fully expected him to say, "Well, I can make Tim nap. I just hit him with my hammer." And you said Tim napping.
Yeah,
Tim now.
it worked both ways. Assault and kidnapping.
Okay. I can do that.
Wonderful.
Frederick, also go and keep watch.
Well,
No offense, Lorzad, just extra eyes.
Yeah.
there's like the sound of metal on metal as Prototype 2 comes creaking up the stairs.
Extra eyes and claws.
Gotta hammer that out.
I'm just nodding the whole time.
It was a long
This
night.
thing's beautiful. I used to have one of these when I was a kid. It was a lot smaller, and it didn't move. And it was made of wood, but he pets it.
Which one?
Which one?
Oh, there's two?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Frederick and Prototype.
I
Okay,
mean, you have two
describe both
hands.
of them because he's gonna have a favorite.
We'll just drag out the picture.
Both of them at the same
Exactly.
time.
My picture is already in the top right of the map.
Yeah.
I don't know if mine is.
Well, you said upgrade, so I wanted to make sure.
I
Top right.
Upgrade. I upgraded his vitality
Yeah. And
Well,
I'll point out that
from
Gar
level.
is on the top of the map, and if you have a mechanical Gar, that's
I
interesting.
put mine over by Gar.
Yeah, I saw it.
For me, it's the internals I'm still working on. The externals, I'm an artist, sir.
Yeah,
That's what that,
a
that
lot.
metal grinding, whining sound is trying to get that fan to work inside there.
Then mine's on top right.
Yeah, yeah. They're both lions.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Well, Kilar, you said you had another mission for us. What mission? What another? Mission for us. What mission is that? Is we just protecting that lady there, or do we have something we can actively work?
Right now, our task at hand is to protect this Miss Serta from individuals who are apparently kidnapping those of a magically inclined nature.
Okay, how long are we supposed to protect her for?
Those details are being hashed out, but for now, we are under the exclusive rights to this contract, so to speak. I.e., we're not
So
working
guard duty. How quaint.
well, guard duty at a. See, how did I word it? I think it's a generous fee. Let me scroll back up to the traumatic experience. Oh, apparently we've talked enough that I gotta pull up the view all game chat entries. Which of course is going to load like weeks worth of chatter. So 1 moment.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it. It's a fair sum.
At a reasonable fee.
Reasonable. Okay.
AKA, you'll find it after session.
Okay.
Fair. Fair, Lurzad. Fair.
Boss,
Yeah. God, please be Tim.
it is not. It is your two other.
Yeah.
So we talked to the guy at the circus, and apparently Tim won. He took his ring, wished for something, and don't know where he is now.
Oh no.
Do I hear that? I
Yes,
don't know.
you were still on the top.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm concerned, but good for him.
Well, I mean, you are more than welcome to attempt such a challenge yourself if you so desire. I'm not sure how often they shell out these rings.
Hell no.
This was directed at the crewman,
Mm.
but okay. Hey, Graves. Graves, guess what?
Uh-huh.
You actually get to have another share of soup.
Yes.
And that is where we will call it for the night.
I just go and flop in bed.
Just kill me now.
It's not even like noonish yet, huh? Just. We're gonna go across the maelstrom. He's gonna be like this super badass pirate. I'm gonna be so pissed.
He's actually going to be the big bad.
No comment. Someone was going to go to the circus. Okay, I wrote the contract.